It is.
Monday. You gotta get up. Come on.
Yep.
Get out of bed. All right. Good morning, everybody. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is October 6th. October 6th, 2014, Monday morning. Come on. Get up.
Yeah.
48 degrees right now here at the studios of the Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the doors of the WOCA commissary.
Yep, we're always live. No rebroadcasts for us. We're live. AM Ocala live.
Yeah, very rare. It's very rare that the segments of the show that we do are rebroadcast.
Yeah, I can't ever recall.
We used to have the evening rebroadcast, remember? Way back when?
Yeah.
They rebroadcast the morning show in the evening.
Yeah, that was way back.
All right, we got a big list of guests this Monday morning, so let me not delay.
Okay.
Robert Daynard is coming on at 7:35. He's a marketing entrepreneur. He's coming on to talk to us about social media trends. A lot of you are trying to figure out how to use your Facebook page, your Twitter, and all the other things to sell stuff. So that's what he specializes in. And I wanted to have him on because he's going on the Today Show. So
yes, he is.
we wanted to get him foist.
Exactly.
This has happened to us before, though.
Yeah.
Well, they say, you know what, we want to come on because we're going on the Today Show. We're going to do your show first.
It's like we're training wheels for them, but
I think so.
We're always the best, they say.
There was one guest we had.
Nice letters.
We had one guest who was on the Today Show like immediately. She was calling from the Today Show, remember? She was actually calling from the green room during her interview with us while she's sitting in the green room. And I said, oh, man. Can you go out? Can you walk outside the door? Can you get somebody? Can you get like Matt Lauer on the phone or something?
That's right.
No, couldn't do anything. Anyway, so Robert Daynard will be talking to us about social media. After that, gosh, there was an article that got a lot of people upset, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. There's an author named Michael Polkovich, who has written a book called. Oh my goodness, where's the book called? But anyway, in the book he claims that Jesus never existed. And he was a fictional character. A lot of people are upset with him for that. Yeah, I don't blame them. What the heck is the name of his book again? Not that you really want to know, do you?
Well, sure. People look it up. Have to look everything.
Well, I'll tell you that at 7.
Okay.
At 7:45. It's not really a debatable topic. I mean, how are you going to debate that?
Yeah.
Dr. John. I'm sorry. News Bites at 8:35. 8:35. We'll talk about what's in the news.
Yep.
Dr. John Young at 9:05. He's an emergency room doctor, and he's going to tell you how to protect children from the enterovirus.
Yeah.
The enterovirus, not to be confused with Ebola.
No.
The enterovirus 68 is what it's actually called, and for some reason, some children have had a side effect, and I don't know the details how long this lasts, but the side effect that mimics polio, and they are not able to walk. It's just very, very strange and scary. And so we will learn about that from Dr. John Young at 9:05. I don't know anything else other than what I just told you, so I'm all questions with that topic.
Fascinating stuff.
9:35, James McManus is coming on. He has written a novel. It's an historic novel. It's called Sleep in Peace Tonight, and we'll find out what that's about when he comes on. He's got a lot of credentials also.
Oh, yeah. He's been a foreign correspondent all over the world.
Including Africa, which means I'm glad he's on the phone.
Yeah, exactly. We've got our Lysol here.
You never know. I mean, you'd be silly with that, but you never know. That might save your life. 10:05, Auto Repair with Personal Care. Matt Gibbs will be here answering your questions about your cars. Jim Meskimen is coming on 11:05. He is an impressionist, and are you ready for this? He is the voice of the Grinch.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's the voice of the Grinch. He's the voice of. Hold on. He's got a few things on here.
Yeah, he's
Marion Ross is his mom.
Yeah.
The lady from Happy Days, the mom on Happy Days is his real mom.
Great.
So he's the real Richie Cunningham, in other words.
Exactly.
Okay, well, gosh, he does animated television voices, including.
Plus, he's appeared in real movies.
Grinch. Oh, I see. And he's been in Apollo 13. He's been in Friends. He's been on Seinfeld. Really?
You've been in The Punisher.
Well, where are the other voices he does? All I see is the Grinch. Anyway,
I know that's all the movies, but he's in the voices on video games and animated TV shows and the animated movies.
Okay, so he's in the Prince of Bel-Air too.
Yeah, he's got so many voices that
anyway,
he
so
does.
he's our pop culture guy for this morning.
Yes, he is.
And
pop culture.
It's kind of hard to get these guys in California on at 7:35. I know Dan wanted us to do pop culture at 7:35.
Yeah,
we can talk pop culture. It's easier for us to get the guys out in California.
Oh, at 4:35 their time.
I know.
You know, they
and
like to sleep a little. But you've already been up an hour and a half by that point.
Yeah, I know. But this is a question to me when I call. I say, any way you can come on? What time? 4? 4? Your time?
Yeah.
4? 4:30? 4:35? 4:35.
That's right.
Can we tape it? Can we tape it the day before?
Nope.
I prefer not to. I like our audience to hear it live. Why? I don't know. Just the way I am.
That's right. Why have stuff in the can?
Anyway,
have it live.
So that's our morning.
It's better.
Fun with Joe. I have a good topic today. Sometimes songs have the same title as movies. Sometimes because it's done on purpose that way. A movie maker will make a movie based on a song title. So I will tell you the artist and the primary star, and you tell me the title that they have in common.
Oh, cool.
The artist and the primary star, you tell me the title they have in common. The song,
nice.
The song/movie. And then when Galen is on the phone at 8:05, this past weekend, my son, thank you God, got my son came home safely from his trip to San Francisco.
Yes, he did. Thank you,
and
God.
Anyway, while he was out there, he posted on Facebook that he jumped out of a plane. And I was so glad that I didn't know about it beforehand. It was one of those, where you go out with a parachute and you jump. You've done this.
Yes.
Robin has done this.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could do it. I don't know that I ever could have done it. Even if I was ever fitter in my life, and I hope I was at one time, I don't even think back then I could do it. But it's just not something I want to do. Anyway, he did it, and in the comment on Facebook, he put 10/10. I would plummet again. 10/10. I would plummet again. So I said, okay. I'm assuming 10/10 is like an expression that I don't know.
Brand new for me.
It was brand new for me too. I looked it up. The Urban Dictionary basically defines it the way you would assume in the context. It means definitely I would do it again. 10/10 means definitely. Something like 10 out of 10. There's 10 chances out of 10 that I would do it again, I guess is where that comes from. So I thought, well, you know what? It's time for me to spruce up my understanding of the English language, because new words, new phrases, new expressions have crept into the language. And so I have 24 of them to share with Galen.
Wow.
24 new expressions of modern conversation. 24 new modern expressions of whatever I said.
Of modern conversation.
Yes, thank you. I can't say it twice. I can only say everything once.
Yeah, but it's nerve-wracking when you found out he jumped.
So let's see, a couple things I wanted to make sure I mentioned. Paul Revere died.
Oh, he did.
From Paul Revere and the Raiders?
Yeah, I figured that's who you meant.
Not the other one.
Figured, boy, we missed our opportunity with that guy. We could have learned a lot.
The actual Paul Revere finally died.
Yeah.
Finally died. No, this Paul Revere from Paul Revere and the Raiders. His real name was Paul Dick. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
That was his name.
Oh, didn't know
Revere
that.
was his middle name. His parents said, let's give him a name he'll use, because he's not going to use the family name.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul Revere was 76 years old, and it was an
Pretty
interesting.
young.
No, 76 is not young.
Well, to me it is.
No. See, I feel the same way, but I'm trying to be realistic about this.
Yes.
What are we going to be? 105? Somebody dies at 110? Oh my God, they're so young. We're getting old. That's what the thing is.
Yeah, I know.
76 is old.
Yeah.
So young. Yeah, we're going to be 140. He died at 141. Oh my God. So young.
That's right.
Jeez. When you're 20 and he was 25, you could say he was young.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
wow.
yeah. Paul Revere. The guy who was the singer in the Paul Revere
Mark
and the Raiders.
Lindsay.
Yeah, Mark Lindsay. They met because I guess Paul Revere or Paul Dick at the time.
Yes.
They knew each other. Like one guy was like selling donuts or something, and the other. Anyway, they were they kind of knew each other back then. And then they had a band, had a mini hit, a minor hit.
Yep.
Mark Lindsay being the lead vocalist, and then went on to. I guess they went separate ways. Basically, pumping gas is what it sounded like that Mark Lindsay was doing.
Oh my gosh!
And they had a minor hit, so he decided to capitalize on that minor hit and tour the country. And his piano player, who took the place of Paul Revere, was Leon Russell.
Really?
I never knew that till this morning when I was looking at the article.
Cool.
And then they got back together with the two guys, and the rest is history. So Paul Revere from Paul Revere and the Raiders. No longer with us. I had a music clip, but I didn't play it. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. An Ebola patient in Dallas takes a turn for the worse.
Thomas Duncan, who was infected with Ebola, is fighting for his life. Duncan is in critical condition and not taking any experimental drugs. Doctors are concerned the drugs will not help, but hurt his recovery.
Fox's Kelly Wright. Meanwhile, an American news cameraman infected in Liberia arrives in the U.S. today for treatment. The search resuming in the Indian Ocean for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370.
The search has been on hold for 4 months so that ships could map the seabed. It's up to 4 miles deep in places.
Fox Radio's Alistair Wanklin. His second win of the Sprint Cup chase.
All top 5 finishes in the first 3 races of the chase, and he opens the contender round with a victory and a pass-through on. Joey Logano wins it at Kansas.
The call on ESPN, Logano gets a guaranteed spot in the next round. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from foxnews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Who would you feed if you had 50 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A? WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall have teamed up to reward one organization with 50 chicken sandwiches as a way of saying thanks for the great work that organization is doing in our community. And we need your help. See, there are so many great people doing great things that we need nominations. You can nominate your own organization or any organization you choose. Simply send an email to WOCA@WOCA.com. And in 350 words or less, tell us why the organization you are nominating should receive 50 free chicken sandwiches from WOCA and Chick-fil-A at the Paddock Mall. We'll review your nominations and then select one deserving organization each month. We'll announce the winner and even read the winning entry on the air. Make sure to include the contact name and phone number of the organization that you are nominating. And thanks from your friends at WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
I'm Major George Patterson from the Salvation Army. Please stop by our family store at 120 Northwest 10th Street in Ocala, where on Wednesday you have a 50% off clothing and bric-a-brac. On Friday, 25% off furniture and large appliances. And on Saturday, stop by to our yard sale from 8:45 to 11. Donations can be made by calling 352-732-4469 and we'll pick it up. Funds from the store go toward the services that we provide in Marion County.
This is a public notice.
Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, less proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Talking about ourselves stimulates the brain the same way love, food, and cash do. Everybody's favorite subject is themselves. So, on a date, ask her about herself. Adults studying a new language learn words and phrases faster when they sing them. Normal, happy cows produce about 9 gallons of milk a day. But super relaxed and happy cows produce more than 10 gallons.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Yo, Goomba, they're doing this comedy about me at the Ocala Civic Theater called Breaking Legs. Yeah, I know, great title. My daughter brings this playwright to a restaurant, want me and the boys to invest in his new play. There's no business like show business, unless, of course, it's the family business. So, I was saying, come see our play, Breaking Legs. Call Ocala Civic Theater at 236-2274 or check it out online at OcalaCivicTheater.com. So what are you waiting for? This is an offer you can't refuse.
It's 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Cool. It's a cool Monday morning. Let me tell you what the temperature is. I mean, look at my thermometer. It is 48 degrees. 48 chilly degrees. I don't know where our guest is. If you were waiting to hear from our guest to find out how you can use social media to sell stuff, then I don't know what to tell you.
He's in California.
Yeah, I know. They're the ones who said they wanted to call in.
Yeah.
I mean, I told them, it's going to be 4:35 in your time zone.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, because this is important to me, Larry. I want to make sure that I'm on your show. By the way, we've been trying also to use the internet to, I don't know, just kind of put the word out about the songs that we've been doing all these years and
decades.
And so we have one that is kind of getting some interest, and it's the one I wrote for my mom.
Yeah.
It's called Grandma's Quilts. Kind of exciting. I don't know what else to tell you besides that. All right. Today is the last day you can register for to vote. If you want to vote next month, November. Mm-hmm. Today is the last day. I think that's all I can tell you about it. The ballot will include the race for governor between Rick Scott and Charlie Crist.
Yep.
Is there a third party guy in there?
I can't remember. I've got my absentee ballot.
I thought there was.
Who's the third. Oh, yeah, Wiley.
Yeah.
His name's Wiley, yeah.
But he's not in this news story. Isn't that typical?
It's typical.
Isn't that typical? Well, anyway, today's the last day you can register. If you're not registered to vote or you're not sure, you can go down to the
Wesley Wilcox's office.
Thank you. The supervisor of elections. You can find out. The ballot will include the governor's race, and there's some others as well. Don't forget Amendment 2 is on this thing, too. This is whether you want an amendment that says medicinal marijuana is legal in the state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
In order to vote, you must be at least 18 years old and a U.S. citizen. Residents can apply at their respective supervisor of elections offices or online.
Yep.
Early voting starts October 20th.
There you go.
So now we have that date.
And they've already sent out absentee ballots, so there is no reason nobody can go to vote.
So the truth is, the absentee ballot is the true early voting option.
Yeah.
Because anybody can get an absentee ballot even if you're not absent.
Exactly.
Like you do, because you're always here.
Yeah.
Early voting starts October 20th, ends November 2nd. The last date to request an absentee ballot is October 29th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can find out more information at the Florida Division of Elections website, election.dos.state.fl.us.
No reason not to vote.
And election day is November 4th. So if you don't vote early on November 2nd, then you have to skip the 3rd and then go vote on the day of the elections, which is the 4th.
Yep, be your choice.
There's a couple of ribbon cuttings I want to let you know about. There's one tomorrow at the CEP boardroom. CEP stands for Chamber and Economic Partnership. This is the ribbon cutting for a company called OCLAO.
Yep.
Ocala.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it, or you say the letters?
It's 2 words. It's first is two OC, then space, and then
Lao?
LAO.
The ribbon cutting for the new business. We don't know anything about the business? Oh, business
Yes.
services and consulting.
Yep, I looked it up.
Okay. And here's one I can pronounce. Jersey Mike's Subs. Mike is opening up a sub shop.
Yes, I love the description.
On October 8th, Wednesday is the ribbon cutting. That's at 10 a.m. Jersey Mike's Subs is located at 2602 Southwest 19th Avenue Road here in Ocala. Fresh, sliced, authentic Northeast style sub sandwiches on fresh baked bread.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
I do. I don't ever understand it. Why do you attach your food to a region? It's fine to say, you know, I make subs the way they make them in Ocala.
Yeah.
I make Ocala style subs.
Yes. I couldn't wait for you to do that.
He didn't want to say New York or New Jersey. He said, you know what? I'm just going to say Northeast. I make it the way they do in the Northeast.
What his name is Jersey Mike's.
Gosh, I'm not really covering any real ground here. This morning there was a story on First Light.
Yes.
And the story was about burglaries are on the rise. More homes are being burgled. Is that the verb? Burgled?
Yes, I would use that word.
And so they were asking Dirk Van, I guess it was Dirk Van, hosting First Light this morning, was asking his listeners, what are you doing to prepare if you are burglarized? And, you know, people were calling, well, I got a gun. You know,
of course.
I got a gun. And so this expert came on and said, get a can of wasp spray. And I kept thinking back to the first guy. I got a gun. Get wasp spray.
Yeah.
Well, wasp spray would be good. I mean, especially if he's got wasps hanging around him.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the guy says, what would you do if he's got a guy asking him questions? What would you do if somebody breaks into your house and he demands something? And the answer was, you treat the burglar like royalty. Okay. So, I tried to imagine myself with Prince Charles sleeping in my spare bedroom, which basically would be the recliner in my living room. So if I'm in bed and Prince Charles is sleeping in my living room, now I got a guest in my home. I'm going to treat him like a guest. I'm going to treat him like I treat any guest, right? And he rings that little bell. How am I going to treat him? I'm going to say, Chuck, get your own damn water. That's how I'm going to treat my royalty.
That's right. They can do it.
Ring a little bell. If royalty was in my house, I mean, what would you do? Seriously, what would you do? Prince Charles is spending the night.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay. You and Ronnie are sleeping, right?
Yeah.
And there's Prince Charles. Now he's all of a sudden in the middle of the night he needs something.
Yeah.
What's going to come out of Ronnie's mouth? Because I know it'll be him. I know it'll be him.
Yeah.
What's he going to say?
There'll
Is he
be
going to say,
expletives.
no problem, Charles? No. He's not going to say that.
No.
So if I'm supposed to treat a burglar
And then
like...
he'll say, I've got a gun.
I've got a gun.
Get it yourself, I've got a gun.
No, he wouldn't shoot Charles. No. But he would treat Charles, hey, you know, stop being so arrogant. Get your own water.
That's right.
I mean, I don't know what else he'd be ringing the bell for. He can't go to the restroom for him.
No.
God. So you treat your burglars like royalty. Well, that's how I would treat royalty. I would treat them nice. You know, hey, how you doing? But I'm not going to treat a burglar nice.
No.
I like the first guy. I got a gun.
Yeah. Exactly.
The first guy had the best answer.
Exactly.
The second, not the second guy, but after they did all these interviews, another guy said, well, I got 2 Rottweilers and a gun. So he's got 2 Rottweilers and a gun. The first guy had a gun.
Yeah, but 2 Rottweilers.
I think Dirk Van was thrown off. I think he was thrown off a little bit by his listeners this morning.
Yeah, how could he not realize that that's what's going to happen, you know? I got a gun and I got Rottweilers, and you're going to die. Don't even bother coming in my place. But that really is unnerving that there is a huge rash of burglaries now.
Well, yeah, and I don't know what they meant by that. I don't know if it means, I don't know what it means.
Yeah, well, just
all right, and then before, and
locked.
I know we're coming up on the break, so we missed, I don't know what happened to our guest. It's his problem, not ours. So
yep.
I was trying to just do small talk more or less in case he rang in, then we could stop talking.
Ooh, that was an English phrase too.
Really?
In case he rang in.
In case he rang in! I've been hanging around with Prince Charles too long.
That's right.
In case he rang in.
See
in
that?
case he called up.
Charles will spend the hour.
Really? I used the English phrase. How does that happen?
Yeah. The Queen's waiting.
All right.
But no, it's very, disconcerting.
Did you hear the story about the guy in the plastic bubble trying to get to Bermuda from Miami?
No.
You didn't hear this story?
I didn't hear that.
All right, this guy was training for 2 years to paddle or run or whatever it is on the water to Bermuda from Miami. He's been training to do this. So he's got protein bars, he's got bottles of water, and he's got a satellite telephone.
Okay.
And he's in this big plastic ball like you see a hamster in, and he's floating on the water.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up.
I gotta see this. This sounds
and
funny.
so he leaves Miami, and now the Coast Guard spots him off the coast of St. Augustine last Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
So last Wednesday, they see him off the coast of St. Augustine.
Uh-huh.
Somehow they get his number. I'm not really sure how they got his number.
Well, he might have had to
But they called him out. They said, "We're concerned about you. Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm okay. I've been training for this." So then, like Saturday, I think it was Saturday, now he's off the coast of North Carolina. He's not making progress heading to Bermuda.
I don't think so.
He's sticking less than 1,000 miles away from the coast of the United States. But he set off the two things, I guess, that indicated he was in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he didn't set them off, and they say he was disoriented. He said, "No, they woke me up. That's why I was disoriented." Anyway, now his plastic bubble, after they rescued him, now his plastic bubble is floating around in the ocean somewhere, and he wants it back.
Oh,
he was gonna literally run like a hamster.
Uh-huh.
And navigate this thing simply by moving his body left and right. He had to have more than just a phone. He must have had some kind of GPS thing. But,
sure.
But anyway, he was going to go to Bermuda. That's a long way, and then go back to Puerto Rico, and then back to Miami. He was going to do a round trip, and he does this in the name of spreading peace, world peace.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't tell anybody he's doing it.
Yeah.
And yet somehow it's going to spread world peace.
Yeah. Well, everybody will agree that he's kind of.
I always wondered how this works. How does this work? You say, "Oh, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm John Lennon and Yoko Ono in the '60s." Mm-hmm. "Oh, we're in bed for peace."
Yeah.
Well, how does that bring peace?
Yeah, it was televised too.
I know, it was a big deal. Well, because he was famous. That's what happens when you're famous. All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A nice day today. Sunshine mixed with clouds, the high 79 to 83. And partly cloudy skies tonight, lows ranging from 63 inland to 70 along the coast. Tomorrow, partly sunny and warm with a high of 82 to 86. And on Wednesday, partly sunny, very warm and more humid, high 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Jeff Gordon wins at the Monster Mile. I'm Joe Moore. This is the Coca-Cola Monday Morning Race Refresher, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Enjoy the race with an ice cold Coke, the official soft drink of NASCAR.
What does it mean to add refreshing Coca-Cola to an ordinary day? It means your family's celebrating the 5th of July. It's turning the living room floor into the best seat in the house. We're spending a weekend losing your voice while finding it. It means sitting down with a delicious Coke and interrupting the interruptions. After all, there are 364 other days that would love some fireworks. So grab an ice cold Coke and make any day a holiday. Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
Jeff Gordon proved he's in it to win it. That is the championship. After scoring the victory at the Monster Mile at Dover, Delaware, Jeff took over late in the race and drove away to his 4th win of the year.
Alan Gustafson, this whole 24 team, Drive In Hunger team, they worked so hard this weekend. We struggled a bit. It was not an easy weekend, and there were times that we were pretty good. Other times when we needed to really work on, we just stuck together as a team, and they gave me a great car today. We weren't the fastest on the short runs, But boy, if we had long runs like we did there at the end of the race, we were pretty tough to beat.
Brad Keselowski was second, Jimmy Johnson third, Joey Logano fourth, and Matt Kenseth fifth. The drivers who failed to move on to the contender round in the chase were A.J. Allmendinger, who missed it by 2 points. Also out, Kurt Busch, Greg Biffle, and Eric Almirola. 12 drivers move on next week to the contender round, which starts at Kansas Speedway. They include Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, and Jeff Gordon, along with Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth, Ryan Newman, Carl Edwards, Denny Hamlin, and Casey Kane. That's the Monday Morning Race Refresher. I'm Joe Moore on the Motor Racing Network.
Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. right here on The Source, WOCA. Don't miss Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with your hosts, Francois Cousinet and Julianne Cousinet. They'll be giving you information about your retirement funds and answering your questions with live call-in. So don't miss it, Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 a.m. All right, 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Back in the 70s, I worked for a subsidiary of Warner Brothers out in Los Angeles.
Uh-huh.
And in those days, and it was a record company. When I say Warner Brothers, I don't mean the movie people, I mean the record people. But anyway, the artist wannabes would have given anything, given their left arm, and that's probably whatever. They would have done anything to get in with that company, because the company was really good at getting the word out about the music that they represented. Nowadays, you see independent recording artists who are getting the word out about their music, and they're selling literally hundreds of thousands of, well, they're not records anymore. I guess it's downloads, MP3s, whatever. They're selling hundreds of thousands, and they have no record company at all. They're doing it themselves. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are marketing it through social networks, and they're probably all doing it that way, actually, if you ask me. And just a quick note, 100,000 would not have been a big deal if you were with a major label back then. Back then, you had to sell millions in order for them to be impressed.
Yeah, exactly.
But now, because there's no middleman, 100,000, you sell 100,000 CDs or whatever you're selling, that might not have been big news back in the day. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, you could do pretty well for yourself if you were selling that many units. And you can sell it, not just records. That's just my point of reference, so that I had something I could tell you. But you could be selling anything on the. You could be selling donuts, I guess, by mail.
Sure, why not?
Mail order donuts.
Cookies.
We have a guest on the phone, and he's going to explain how we can do this. Robert Daynard is on the phone. He's a marketing entrepreneur, business development specialist, the CEO and head of business development for Spriza. He's going to correct me my pronunciation if that's wrong. And he's the founder of one of the first social networking sites. We're going to find out how to use that information to market our stuff. Good morning, Robert. How are you?
Good morning. Nice to meet you both.
Thank you for being on the air. Are you in California?
I'm not in California today. We are headquartered out of California. I'm meeting with some clients in Canada today.
In Canada?
Oh.
You get around.
Yeah.
Why do we need to get around anymore? I thought we could do everything from our living room.
Yeah.
We pretty much can nowadays.
Yeah. So tell me, you heard my intro, I hope, about the fact that, once upon a time, 40 years ago or so, if you were selling music anyway, you had to hook up with a major company with big dollars behind them, and they would invest big dollars in you with the hopes of making bigger dollars back. Not necessary now, right?
No, there's with the amazing ability to utilize and leverage social media nowadays, you can reach millions and millions of people with really just one click of the computer or one push of the mobile phone. And so we actually looked at that and created what's called Spriza.
Spriza, thank you.
So Spriza is an online contesting platform where we've tagged it Win, Laugh, Live. And we allow major brands and individuals that want to sell or just promote their products throughout the world, leveraging contests. And they utilize our social network to do that. And we do the promotion for them.
Really? And is it something that they pay for?
Yeah, so what they do is they will organize their incentives for their entry prizes and their grand prizes and the bonuses that they want to provide the individuals for their peer sharing of that prize and brand. And we'll organize that for them, and then we disseminate that. We push that out through every digital avenue, as well as every social avenue and every mobile platform for them to get as much widespread audience.
All right, so let me ask you something and tell me if I'm on the wrong track or the right track. Let's say I'm selling donuts by mail. Okay, and I want people to know about my donutsbymail.com website, okay? I don't want to give away donuts. Nobody's going to want that. But I can have annual passes to Disney World. Can I have annual passes to Disney World as a prize, and then people will somehow pay attention to my donut shop?
Absolutely can. One of the best examples that we use is we use golfers as a good example. So if a brand such as a Callaway Golf or one of the major golf brands wanted to push a prize, they could give a trip to go see the Masters, to play after the Masters have exited the course, and an all-exclusive golf vacation. And what we would do is we would have an entry prize that would give them, Callaway golf clubs. They could win an entire $5,000 set of, Callaway swag. With that, they then could pick two friends that they want to win that prize with. And if that individual wins, him and those two individuals are sharing that trip together.
Okay, but how does the client benefit from that?
So the way that the client benefits is, as that message is being passed along, I know all my peers. I know all my friends, close business associates, and family. So as I pass that message along, that message is moving along to golfers. If I send it to an individual, a friend of mine that's never golfed, he'll call me up and say, Rob, what are you sending me this for? I've never swung a golf club in my life. So as that database starts to build, and as that subscriber base starts to build for Callaway Golf, each and every one of those individuals are golfers, which falls right into their key demographic of what they're trying to acquire and who they want to get their brand message out to.
Fame precedes people, though, because when an artist is famous and then maybe they're not in the limelight anymore and then they're making a comeback, people are familiar with their name. But how about the new person with the new product that's coming on the scene? They don't have a quote-unquote track record per se. How do you help that unknown individual?
Yeah, what we do in some of those instances, we've done it before, is what we'll do is that individual, what we'll do is we'll pass on through the message and through the incentive, whether it's, and that incentive could be tickets to a music festival or any other incentive that they want to push through to drive the initial attention of the music consumer. We can push through everything from videos to app downloads to even snippets or small pieces of the piece of music that the individual has produced. One such example is we pushed out 6 emails, and in 24 hours we had 150,000 people signed up that had consumed that particular media piece.
Wow.
So you must have a target then. You must have been able to do surveys and things to be able to reach target audiences.
Yeah, we have a database. We have a subscriber database. What we've done is we have created the first sort of contest network. We look at it as sort of the Google search engine of contests, but we display it in very much like a Pinterest-like platform where you can come and you can see the artist, you can listen to some music, you can look at the contest promotional page, and then decide if you want to consume all the way through the initial entry prize to the grand prize, right through to the contest bonus prize. And that contest bonus prize could be anything from a merchandise giveaway to a like to a follow, discounts on tickets. We have a tremendous amount of what we call modules in terms for the brand or the client in terms of what they want to provide in the bonus section. And usually the bonus section is their biggest return, because again, it can be app downloads or video consumption or even just simply a coupon.
So I just went to the site, Spriza.com, S-P-R-I-Z-A, and I clicked on the one that looked interesting to me with Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga. Okay, you can win a trip for 2 to New York. I don't know if it has anything to do with them, does it? Oh yeah. You get to see them sing, right?
Correct, yeah.
All right, now what's that promoting? Is that promoting them?
Yes, it's promoting that particular event. So that's, again, 2 prizes to New York, round-trip airfare, to go and see them literally sing, as it says, cheek to cheek. And those are all-inclusive. So what we've done, too, is with the site, is we set it up as it's very much a North American contesting platform. And depending on where you are in whatever particular region, you can come in and consume the prizes based on eligibility. So we really navigate the eligibility for the consumer subscriber too.
So this particular one has 17 days left. I can enter this with my Facebook page and I'm done?
You can, yeah. And in some instances with the brands too, depending on how far they want to go with us from a, I guess, with that particular promotion. In some instances, we will follow that promotion and we will or film that promotion, and then we'll push it back through to all the contestants that signed up, so that even if you didn't win, you still get to consume a little bit of the winning experience based on the person that has won, and just see what it was like to have been on the other end of that win versus sort of still dreaming about what it would have been like.
Wow. Okay. Well, I just entered that one. I think I just did the Facebook thing. It doesn't say I entered it on my Facebook page though. Shouldn't it say that?
Yeah, give it time. It will show.
Okay. Right now, I still have the laughing camel.
Yeah, and what we've done too is we've opened up every point of entry from every social platform.
Okay.
So, for instance, if
Robert,
you wanted to,
we're out of time, but thank you so much. The website to go to that Robert was talking about, very interesting, Spriza, SPRIZA.com. Thank you, Robert.
Casting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. An American photojournalist, the latest Ebola victim, being flown back to the U.S. He'll arrive in Nebraska today after getting the virus in Liberia. The Ebola patient in Dallas now in critical condition. Meanwhile, Dr. Richard Sacre, who was treated for Ebola and released, is back in the hospital.
We do not think he has Ebola. On the other hand, there is no reason to take risks.
Dr. Robert Feinberg of the UMass Medical Center. The Supreme Court back in session today, taking a look at 7 same-sex marriage cases.
For months, federal courts have largely struck down such laws, citing the Supreme Court's ruling against the key provision of the Federal Defense of Marriage Act. But the Supreme Court has not waited on specific state bans. That could change later today.
Fox Radio's Jared Alpern. A powerful typhoon that slammed central Japan yesterday has gone out to sea. An American airman was killed, 2 others still missing. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baer.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The #1 place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars on termite retreat fees? If you're not with Turner Pest Control, you probably are. Turner Pest Control offers the industry's only termite and pest control package that never charges retreat fees, ever. You can get started today for only $99. This is a value of $500 or more. This includes treatments, installation of monitoring stations, quarterly pest control, and a lifetime guarantee, all for an unbelievable low $99. Even if you have another pest control provider, visit turnerpest.com to find out how you can avoid paying those high termite retreat fees.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi,
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. It's the perfect time to brighten up your look. So make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
This is the Salvation Army, and I'm Major George Patterson to let you know that the Salvation Army is available 24 hours a day to provide help to anyone. We also have a family store at 120 Northwest 10th Street in Ocala. On Tuesday to Saturday from 9 to 4, you can do your shopping, or if you want to donate, you can call 352-732-4469, and we'll even pick up 352-732-4469. All funds generated by our store go into the programs here in Marion County to help the needy.
All right, thank you. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. It's a nice-looking but cool Monday morning. And, in fact, here at the studios of The Source, it's 48 degrees. Galen Unall is out there. I guess he's heading out of town, out of state again.
Oh, wow.
Wow, he never ends. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry. Robin, how are y'all?
Good. So where are you?
I'm in Florida.
But heading where?
Yeah, north.
Is this a secret again?
North to Alaska.
No, I'm going to Georgia.
To Georgia. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Is it Atlanta?
Yeah.
Is it another
that's
secret?
Exactly right.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Are you going to look at the foliage? Is that your whole thing?
That's right. It's embarrassing for me to admit
we
that I'm going to watch
you.
the Leafs.
See,
game.
that's what I thought. See, I figured this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So before I say anything else, did you hear us discussing this advice if a burglar comes in to treat them like royalty? Did you hear this discussion?
No, I didn't hear that. No.
Okay, well, there was this advice this morning on First Light, and the guy says, well, what do you do if a burglar demands stuff? And the other guy says, well, you treat him like royalty. All right, so, Galen, let's suppose Prince Charles is spending the night with you and your wife, right?
Okay, yeah.
He's got a little bell. And you hear it. You're in bed and you hear that little bell. What do you do?
Okay.
What do you do? Do you yell to him?
I roll over and pretend I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, see?
I don't know.
See,
That's right.
Treat them like royalty. That's how I treat royalty.
I must be missing something. I guess if they have, like your whole family held captive, you do whatever they want you to do. But I don't completely understand that. No.
I don't either. The people who called were saying it the best. One guy says, well, I got a gun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shoot Prince Charles, but I'll shoot a burglar.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm missing something. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
No, not me either. All right. Well, I just was checking notes here, just exchanging.
No, I don't get that one.
All right, so I do have a topic, but first let me find out how the blood supply is today.
Well, again, our blood supply is actually in pretty good shape. It's that time of the year where schools are back in, but we just need to have people to continue to give. We always need O negative, and we always need apheresis donors. So make sure you check out our website at lifesouth.org and give blood today.
All right.
And how did it go Saturday? Did your team win?
Yeah, actually, we did win. WOCA was well represented with the victory.
All right.
Nice.
Did you have? Was it a good turnout?
It was. It was a very good turnout. The course was in great shape considering all the rain we've had, and the Special Olympics does such a phenomenal job. It's such a great cause, and Don and worked so hard for that tournament. It was a great day. I was proud to be a part of it.
Oh, excellent!
Oh,
excellent.
wonderful! You gave me chills.
So, any brushes with greatness that you want to share with us?
Other than the other three people who were with me, I mean, there was that was Larry, that was funny.
I was waiting to hear who they were.
All right. No. The three people who were with me, therefore they got brushed with grace.
I see. Okay.
You know, there were some. You know, Mark Clayton was there. Fred Stokes from the San Francisco 49ers were there. There was a couple of other guys that I just didn't get a chance to meet because there was just so many people I hadn't seen in a while. So my doctor was there. Dr. Kang was there. That was always good.
There you go.
Wow.
So, you know, it's amazing. You wonder if he actually knows who you are since it's so out of context.
Right.
And he doesn't have a chart in front of you.
Right. Wow. Well, good for you. That sounds like fun. I can't wait to hear how it went Friday. Joe went to the thing Friday night, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
but your team won then. Super.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah, we played really well.
Excellent.
It was a good day. Yeah, you know, Dan wasn't on our team, which is disappointing. But we won despite him or because he wasn't there.
I think he was in
Depends
Vegas.
on how you view it.
Yeah.
I saw something on Facebook. I think he went to Las Vegas.
Did he really?
I don't know. I'm not.
First of all, you can't go to Vegas without your entourage.
There you go.
Well, I think he did. I think he went without.
I mean, isn't that the one place where you want your entourage to show up?
I think he
That's
expected
right.
you to hold down the fort at the golf tournament.
And I'm going to have a talk to him about that. That's the only benefit I get of being in his entourage is a trip to Vegas, you would think.
Exactly. I'm with you.
You know what he's probably going to say? He goes, "Oh, no, it was work-related. I was working on a project."
Yeah, well, sure.
That's what he'll say.
Well, you're going to Atlanta work-related. Alex went to San Francisco work-related. I want to do something work-related.
Oh, there you go.
Did you go to New York work-related?
We did a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
2010.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
That's right.
Was that that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It's almost time for you to go on vacation. So it's 5 years later.
All right. So, hey, by the way, so Alex is back from his trip, and while he was in San Francisco, he posted on Facebook, which he rarely does, but he posted on Facebook that he jumped out of a plane. He did a parachute thing.
Nice.
That is cool.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't think he was on the ground. He just jumped off the 3 feet down to the ground. So it made me nervous, but I was thinking, well, what's the point in being nervous now? He says he did it successfully. So in the post, he put 10/10 would plummet again. 10/10 would plummet again. So I said, what is that, an expression? 10/10? What is that? And so
I don't know.
Well, really? See, you're behind times a little bit too. So
you're getting old.
I looked.
Like us.
Yeah, Paul Revere died, and Robin said, 76, that's young.
Yeah, that's right.
I said, no, 76 is not young. It's just that we're getting closer to it. But anyway, so I looked it up. 10/10 is an Urban Dictionary reference, that it's a new thing, a new expression, and it means definitely. 10/10 would do it again.
Like 10 out of 10?
Yeah, I guess 10 out of 10, yeah.
All right.
So
that was cool.
So I thought, well, what other new expressions don't I know? And I have 24. 24 new expressions.
24 of them.
24 new expressions for modern conversation.
Larry, did I tell you that I love the flooring that you have in the studio? Have I told you that lately?
You know what? I do too. That Penn Flooring Company is absolutely
it's amazing.
outstanding.
I didn't mean to distract you.
No, I
every
appreciate
time I walk in there, it's just
I appreciate the
And
distraction.
it's so clean. It's easy to take care of. It's wonderful. It's shiny.
And Robin was the only one who would know that, by the way. Penn Flooring, providing quality customer service, brings you this segment with Galen Unold and Lifestyle to remind you of donating blood and the importance of it. Penn Flooring, have been putting down quality customer service and flooring for 25 years. They have a spacious, beautiful showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Tell them you heard about it on WOCA. Tell them I didn't need to be reminded by Galen Unold to do the commercial. They are right by that bridge that goes over the
Governor's Bridge.
What do you call it? The railroad tracks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes, it does.
All right. 24 new expressions in modern conversation, just so you can keep up.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
Donning the fedora used to mean putting a hat on. Now it means
Of course.
Now it means stepping out of your comfort zone regarding fashion.
Oh, okay.
That seems very complex just to say I'm uncomfortable in my fashion zone.
Donning the fedora. So, in other words, if you're wearing a bow, you don't wear a bow tie ever, right? You?
No, not unless I'm wearing a tux.
Okay, so if you're wearing a bow tie like to work, you're donning the fedora even though there's no fedora around.
Yeah, people would look at me weird.
Yeah.
You in order to pull off a bow tie, you have to do it every day. Right? You can't just splatter in a bow tie. You have to live that every day.
But as soon as you do, the first time you do, you have stepped out of your fashion comfort zone.
Agreed. Well, that's because it would take you 4.5 hours to tie the damn thing.
Get a clip on.
I'm serious. I mean, have you ever tried to tie a bow tie?
It's hard.
No, I never have.
It's very hard.
It's ridiculous. YouTube it. You'll find it halfway through the video. I'm not doing that.
All right, the next euphemism that we're using or expression is wrapping khakis. Wrapping khakis means to engage in any time-consuming, meaningless preparation.
Oh, gee. I don't like khakis.
Wrapping khakis. Now, the reason it's applied to that is because when you go to the clothing store and you buy some clothes, they put it in a box, they put paper around it, and then they tape it shut, and then you get home, you have to untape it. It's a wasted preparation. You don't really need that.
Just for a pair of khakis. I got it.
Put the pants in a bag, and I'm going home. That's all you need.
So when you said wrapping, I was thinking of the RAPPING instead of with the W.
Okay.
So that makes more sense, yeah.
So wrapping khakis means meaningless preparation. I can't.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The next one, cloning the mammoth.
Oh my gosh.
The mammoth.
Yeah.
Okay.
This means taking action that, although technically feasible, is ultimately ill-advised for reasons ethical or otherwise. I'm going to bungee cord off of the Governor's Bridge.
Yeah.
Down by Penn Flooring.
That's right.
I would be cloning the mammoth.
Yes, you would.
You might be able to do it, but it doesn't sound like a good idea.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out a time when I would use cloning the mammoth. But, okay.
Well, if somebody's going to do something that sounds likely to, you could succeed, but why? Why would you do this? It sounds more trouble.
Yeah, that it's worth.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Maybe more
Fair
trouble than it's worth is the old way of saying it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm cloning the mammoth.
See, I'm old.
You'll be cloning the mammoth.
I'm learning new phrases today.
If somebody is just bringing up lots of talk at a conversation, just talking, they're town halling.
Oh, okay.
It's called town halling.
Yep.
I have heard that expression.
Oh,
I just didn't know exactly what it meant. I was just like, yeah, they're just stirring it up or something. Okay.
If you're prying into somebody's personal business, you're being nosy. We used to call it being nosy. Now they call it peering over the cube.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense for the cube farms, yeah.
Right. Everybody works in cubicles nowadays, and people peer over them sometimes.
Yeah.
If you enthusiastically engage in a mundane activity, it's called gnawing the wing. It's
gnawing the wing.
Like when you're eating a chicken wing and you keep going at the bone even though there's no meat left at it.
Yeah. Very mundane.
Kind of mundane. There's nothing there.
Kind of like when you're caught in a trap. The animals that get caught in those traps, they'll gnaw their leg off to survive.
If you're looking for somebody to do something because you think that person mysteriously has some expertise in it, it's called hiring the Russian.
Hiring the Russian.
Hiring the Russian.
All right.
It's the new expression, yes.
That's just kind of fun to say, right?
Yeah.
It is.
We're going to hire the Russian.
Hire the Russian.
It's like if you clean the carpet yourself, right?
Yes.
And then you say, I'm going to hire a professional because they will know how to do it better.
Exactly. Exactly. So you're hiring
the
the
Russian.
That's right. To clean your carpet professionally.
That's pretty good.
If you're attempting to kickstart a stagnant process, it's called a stimulus package.
Yeah. That's right.
If you're testing the quality of anything, even if it's another person, it's called tugging the buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Tugging the button.
Tugging the buttons, like when you
Yeah.
put a new shirt on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Makes
understand
sense.
that phrase.
Makes sense.
All right. If you're getting a little too forward with somebody you're interested in romantically, it is called checking the inseam.
Ooh.
Wow.
You're checking the inseam.
Wow.
Wow, that's a visual right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think I feel comfortable saying that. I mean, just let's be honest, Larry, as a guy, and if you use the word inseam to another guy, they're going to be like, what?
You're
What?
checking the inseam.
Unless it's your tailor. I mean, I can't imagine a good time to say, break out, I'm checking the inseam.
Do you know that?
Or in prison.
You know, there are certain people I think of with certain phrases, and the phrase wingman always brings me back to you, Galen. You're the guy who taught me the phrase wingman. I really didn't know it before, especially when it comes to like two guys when one is interested in a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I learned this from you. And so in my imagined example of this, checking the inseam thing, I imagined like being a wingman. and you're the guy, you're the guy, because I always think of you with wingman. And so you're the guy interested in the girl, and you're getting a little bit too touchy-feely with her. And I will say, Galen, you're checking the inseam.
Okay. It's just uncomfortable, Larry.
And you'll say, yeah, you're right, I am. I better back off a little bit. She's getting uncomfortable. I'm checking the inseam.
I would probably, no, Larry, everything's 10-10.
Oh, here's a good one. When somebody stays put, continuing to do something, even if they're retired,
Yes.
or should be retired,
Okay.
like maybe David Letterman on his show, or anybody, or maybe us on our show.
Example.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Us is a good example.
Staying on the tractor. It's called staying on the tractor.
On the tractor?
Staying on the tractor. It's an old.
Oh, I like that. That's a good analogy.
Yes. A conjugal visit used to mean the guy in prison who gets a visit from his wife.
Sure.
Now it's sex with your wife when you don't deserve it. I'm giving him a conjugal visit, even though he didn't vacuum
Yeah,
the
who
floor.
did my wife say that to? I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that one either.
No? She might say it to
I don't
you.
think I want to hear my wife say conjugal visit. If it's to me, I don't want her to say conjugal visit.
It's a conjugal visit.
Well, then it sounds like a duty and not fun, and
Right.
that's
That's
not
exactly
good.
right.
I know. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I don't disagree
No.
with either of you.
You want fun, not a duty.
If you wait to feel the pain before deciding to act to avoid it, for like you're hungry and you're just not eating, and then it's called handing over the coals.
Cold, C-O-L-D?
Coals, like
Coals.
like hot coals.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I don't get it.
You got to
No, I'm trying to figure out the analogy. So you're already hungry, and now you're handing over the coal.
Handing over the coals. You're waiting to feel the pain before you decide to act. That's what it means.
Okay.
Being hungry was a bad example.
Wouldn't it be holding the coals?
Yeah, because you really can't hold them. You have to go ooh,
And,
ooh, ooh. And,
I don't know. Just
I don't know.
I didn't
Like
write.
a
I didn't
juggler.
write the Urban Dictionary.
You know what, though? You talk to any 17 or 18-year-old, they're all over these. So.
yeah.
All right. Anyone whom you allow to quietly rob you of something, in other words, you willingly let them take something of yours, and you realize it actually means more to them than you, so you say, well, I'll go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
You call that a squirrel in the tomatoes.
Oh, squirrel in the tomatoes.
It's a squirrel in the tomatoes. Because,
Go ahead.
because you know the squirrel needs those tomatoes more than you do.
Do squirrels eat tomatoes?
Well, I don't know, but that's what the expression is.
That's right, like
That's
your
what I'm
razors
stuck
and
on,
things.
Right? I didn't know squirrels ate vegetables. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
they-
stuck on.
no,
Larry.
they're-
no,
they're not carnivores.
I've never seen a squirrel eat a...
They're not carnivores. Squirrels.
No, I thought they just ate acorns and nuts.
If you're laying,
I don't know if they eat tomatoes, though.
I don't either. If you're laying down any kind of exotic groundwork for something, It's called wetting the sugar.
Oh.
You wet the sugar.
That sucks. You don't want to wet the sugar. You know what happens when sugar gets wet? It's sticky. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's awful.
Any home improvement at all is called planting roses.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to go home and plant roses. You get over there. You say, "I thought you were planting roses." I am. No, you're
that's exactly what I would do. That's exactly what I would say. You're planting roses. Well, where's your shovel? Yeah.
Now the next
you need a pair of gloves to plant roses. Those thorns will bite you.
The next one is a football reference, not a Viking reference, although it references the Vikings. It means the football team. If you make one last push in your career, that's called joining the Vikings.
You know where that came from, don't you?
No, I don't.
Brett Favre.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now we're going to get
there
calls.
You go.
Now we're going to get calls.
I know. It's a Brett Favre reference.
Okay.
If you're preparing to have a romantic encounter, the first stage of that preparation is splashing the vessel. What?
H. I tried to make a joke, but it didn't work.
H?
The first step
preparation
of that preparation,
H.
I said
well, if
H.
you're using preparation H before your romance, you must be almost the same age as Paul Revere.
Splashing the vessel.
Splashing the vessel. All right, and the last one, which I kept for last because I wanted you to remember it, because I know you'll forget all these except for this one. Somebody who is staying in the bathroom a lot longer than necessary is throning. You call it throning. Throning, yes.
That makes sense, actually.
Yes.
I know people like
I
that.
like that one.
Oh, yeah. You are throning.
An entire Sunday morning kind of a thing.
Yeah. My brother takes in magazines. He's set.
See, I never understood this whole thing of reading in the bathroom.
Done it, yeah.
I don't even get it. Why do you read in the bathroom?
Everybody's read in the bathroom.
I read the writing on the wall.
Oh, come on.
Why? You think?
I mean, like in
Why
your
would
house,
I lie about this?
Not like in a public bathroom, but like in your public bathroom. You relax and.
Why? Why can't you relax on your couch? Why can't you relax on your
I'm in and
recliner?
out. I can't do that.
I can't sit there and read. What am I reading? First of all,
you're all business in there. It's all straight to the point.
First of all, can you actually hold the magazine while you're doing what you need to do in there?
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
No?
You're sitting down.
I think I get a ring or something. You have to.
A ring?
In and out. Well, if you're reading a magazine, you're in there for a long time, and
what would you need a ring for?
You better have a cushy commode seat if you're gonna read. But I can't do that. I'm in and out.
I never understood the whole reading in the bathroom thing.
Yeah.
You must go in and out.
I do.
Quick.
I do. What's the point? What are you reading in there?
It's a little privacy, a little relaxation. It's quiet usually.
Well, see, maybe I live alone. Maybe this is why. The only place you can read is in the bathroom when you don't live alone.
No, that's not what I mean. It's just, all right.
Are you throning? No, I'm reading.
What are you bringing your accordion with you?
Can you imagine that?
Your 7-string guitar? I don't know.
Can't play a flute. You're LOL, let me tell you.
There was a Seinfeld episode where he brought in this huge art book into the bathroom and they flagged it.
Oh no!
Oh my
gosh! He had to buy it. It was like $1,000. It was awesome. George Costanza.
Oh, funny
it's a great
stuff.
episode.
Yeah, Robin. Before Galen gets to Atlanta, we need a segue.
Well, for all of the funny phrases, the new vernacular that's coming on today with all of the young people, they're very creative. There's one vernacular that nobody ever forgets and can't be replaced. It's 2 words, give a blood, and then add 4 more words, so others may live. So go to Life South Community Blood Centers, give blood so others may live.
Thank you.
See how quickly Robin counted those words in her head? No, 4 more words. 3, no, 4.
Yeah.
4 more.
Right. I would have been like 12, 13. Yeah.
I can't speak and count my words at the same time.
No.
I guess that's why I don't read in the bathroom.
I don't read the bad. I just don't understand.
I'm a little bit floored by that now. I'm
really
both of you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
We're gonna have to take a poll.
I'm pretty sure the majority of Americans read
really
while throning.
We're gonna have to.
It's hard to it's hard to see the pages when you squint in your eyes. That's the problem.
Unless they're pictures.
No, I mean that's fair, but I'm
So do you? I do.
I'm curious about that.
So wait a minute. So while you're squinting your eyes, you can't read, right? So when you're done,
I don't have to squint to read.
No, not to read, but you have to. While you're squinting to do what you got to do, don't you?
Sometimes
you do.
You don't squint. You don't push. You
No, you relax, enjoy it.
Oh, really? And you're reading while it's happening? Doesn't your brain somehow connect what you just read? So you go to see the movie when they make a movie out of the book. All of a sudden, you're watching that scene on the screen. Oh, I remember what I was doing. I remember what I was doing.
That's right.
In that scene.
That's awesome. I don't have anything for that.
We got to do some research.
I don't have anything on that. I got nothing. I don't know.
You're going to be thinking about this.
I don't know where that went.
You can't.
We went from
once you're done squinting.
To that.
No.
Yeah.
Once you're done squinting, you're done. There's nothing else to do once you're done squinting. You can't read when you're squinting.
No.
Don't you have to hold the plumbing in place too? Aren't you holding the plumbing in place? You can't hold a book with one.
Apparently. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know.
Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Today we're actually at the Lowe's out in Lake County, so right up there on South 441.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you
Villages.
can't get there, go next door to the Cascades on Silver Springs Boulevard. Donate blood over there. And Danelle, where would you go, Robin?
Right next door to Winn-Dixie.
Galen, be careful. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thanks you guys. Bye all.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. An American photojournalist, the latest Ebola victim being flown back to the U.S. He'll arrive in Nebraska today after getting the virus in Liberia. The Ebola patient in Dallas now in critical condition. Meanwhile, Dr. Richard Sacra, who was treated for Ebola and released, is back in the hospital.
We do not think he has Ebola. On the other hand, there is no reason to take risks.
Dr. Robert Feinberg of the UMass Medical Center. The